Alright then. I gotta look up the information. And then write it down. Just put it in the Gmail. Alright, state your name for the record.
Myesha Simone Grant.
You have to speak up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like you mean it. If that's not your name, then y'all don't say
Myesha Simone Grant.
Alright, age at time of this interview?
20.
Date of birth?
September 12, 1987.
Place of birth?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Current home address?
7759 Old Ridge Road.
Home phone?
843-494-9015.
Work phone?
843-818-9222.
Damn. Alright. How was your health during childhood from ages 1 to 12?
It was excellent. Other than a few little asthma attacks and a little ammonia here and there, it was fine.
So you had asthma and pneumonia? You still have asthma?
Yes, I still have asthma.
You take an inhaler?
Yes.
Okay. You just get high on it sometimes? Because that's what I do.
Get high on it? No.
Okay. That's it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, okay, that's fine. How was your health during adolescence, which is age 13 through 18?
Lovely. I participated in a lot of sports in middle school and high school, so it's lovely.
No ailments, no asthma reoccurrences?
No, I didn't have any problems.
So who's to say that you still have asthma?
Because from time to time I get short of breath.
Okay. Could that just be like, too much smoke?
No, I don't smoke.
All right. As a child under 18, did you ever have surgery or hospitalized for any physical illness?
A cesarean for my 2-year-old child.
Mm-hmm. How was that?
It was difficult. I had problems trying to deliver her or whatever, so I had to go.
Look, you had surgery on your mouth, on your tongue too.
I have a piercing.
Oh, okay. How many of those you have?
My ears, my tongue, that's about it.
She lying.
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
And 3 tattoos.
Oh, okay. What kind of tattoos do you have?
I have my fiance's name on my left breast.
Mm-hmm.
I
Tremaine?
have, yes.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I have my nickname on my lower back.
Mm-hmm. What's your nickname?
Exclusive.
Okay.
And I have a stage name on my
What's the stage name?
bike from when I used to dance.
Where'd you dance at?
Emerald City in Diamonds North.
Never heard of it. Okay. In what way were you punished by your parents as a child?
No television, no phone. Let's see, what else? That's about it. I never got too much of a physical abuse.
We didn't say physical. We just said punish. Where you get with the physical?
Just,
Wait, what made you jump to that?
No parties.
You're still cameraman.
I am. I'm not a
No
man.
parties.
No parties?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad. Explain your religious training.
I'm a Baptist.
What church did you go to?
Hickory Hill Baptist, and now I attend Royal.
Royal Baptist? Over there by Liberty Hill?
Yes.
Are you currently practicing your religion?
Yes, I am.
That's beautiful. How so?
I attend church every Sunday morning service.
That's not really practicing. Tell me, break it down a little bit.
I do midday prayer on Mondays, and I read the Bible from time to time or whatever.
Okay. What's midday prayer consist of? That's when you go to church and you pray with other people?
Yeah, and then you have a request for a prayer or whatever, and they pray for you and stuff like that with you.
That's beautiful. What hobbies or interests do you have?
Basketball, shopping, computer, what else? Like fixing hair. Taking
For real?
pictures.
Fixing hair?
Yeah. Whatever.
I about to get done when we get now.
Taking pictures, and I just love scenery.
Oh, okay. Who are the most important people in your life?
My sister, my daughter,
What's your sister's name?
and my grandmother, LaShonda,
Your daughter's name?
Demetria,
And what's the other one?
my grandmother,
Yeah, what's her name?
Rosa May.
What about Tremaine?
He's deceased. He is an important person in my life now. I love him to death. That's my first love. He ain't going nowhere.
Hello? Y'all hit you back at 5 of them. I'm in your neck of the woods. I'm over there by your church. So I'm just holler back. All right. We're gonna get to the same page. There you go. Sorry, but that's so rude.
That's fine. You're fine.
Okay. How did your mother and father get along when you were a child?
I'm not sure. I was separated from my mother and father. Well, from my mother at birth or whatever. My grandmother raised me.
So some of these other questions may not apply. We'll see in a minute. If you had a step-parent, how did your parent and step-parent get along? So we're just going to substitute those words for your grandparents.
How did my grandparents get along? I'm not sure. Put it this way. My step-parents weren't really in my life. And my grandmother raised me.
Grandparents.
I mean, I only know one grandparent.
Okay. Grandmother.
Yeah.
Okay. She ain't had no boyfriends or nothing?
My grandfather died when I was 7 years old.
7.
But they got along very fine.
You recall this? Or is this what you heard?
I know this for a fact. They got along.
Don't get offended. These are questions the way they're supposed to be asked. Don't get offended.
I'm not getting offended.
There's gonna be some real shit. It'd be like, what the fuck is he talking about? I need you to understand that. We going there, all right?
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to curse in front of you. How old are you?
13.
Oh, I definitely didn't mean to curse in front of you. Especially in front of a church. Where we at? Please state your father's name and marital status from your birth to present and the name of yeah. You remember your father's name?
My father's name is Maurice Horace Grant. He was never married. Mm-hmm. He was a pharmacist.
A pharmacist?
Mm-hmm.
Street?
Yes.
No doubt. You recall any instances as far as that was concerned? Was he involved in your life?
Yeah, he was involved in my life, like in and out or whatever, but he did what he could.
Right.
You know?
Is he still alive?
No, he was murdered when I was 7 years old.
He was murdered when you were 7?
Mm-hmm.
During your childhood, whom did you consider to be your father figure? I guess after 7.
My grandmother.
Your grandmother? So she took on dual roles. Okay.
No, I lied. My Uncle Ricky.
Ricky?
Yeah, my Uncle Ricky. That's my father figure.
How so?
He was basically there with me. He was living in the household with me and my grandmother or whatever. Mm-hmm. He was there whenever I needed him, help with homework, you know, little boyfriend problems, you know, he handled it all. And then even if I just wanted to just sit and chill with him in the room and watch TV, he was there.
Tell me about your pharmaceutical duties of your father. How did that play into your life?
Not much. I mean, other than financially, not much.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't really see a lot of that. It didn't really influence you nowhere or nothing?
My grandmother kept me away from that.
No doubt. What neighborhood did you grow up in?
I grew up on DSO.
Can you expand that a little
Charleston
bit?
Heights.
There you go.
I grew up on the Heights.
Okay. Did your father, as far as you know, have any physical ailments?
Oh no, my father was
What about mental problems?
No.
You ain't got to defend him. It's real talk.
No, he had no mental problems.
Okay.
Other than he was short-tempered, very short-tempered.
Mm-hmm.
So he had hand
Get tired?
problems.
No.
He had hand problems. So
Maybe.
He had hearing problems?
Hand problems.
How you mean?
He was very short-tempered.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Did your biological father have any problems with alcohol or drugs besides selling them?
Yeah. He had a cocaine addiction.
Mm-hmm.
So that played a role also.
In his death?
No. That just played a role in his life. And
Right. Because you sell to support your habit. So do you feel that you got along with your father during childhood?
Yes, I did. When I did see him, I enjoyed seeing him. I love him. I love him to death, you know. He was there off and on and whatnot.
Please state your mother's name and marital status from your birth to present, and the name of her husband or live-in relation. It's a complicated question. Yeah.
Tammy Michelle Vaughn Styles.
It's a lot of names. Is she Hispanic?
She's from overseas, Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
She married a Navy lieutenant and whatnot. She also had problems with drugs. I guess over in Rio de Janeiro, prostitution is legal or whatever. It's a job. Yeah. So she came over here thinking she could do the same thing, and she had problems with the law, in and out of jail, and she also did it to support her drug habits and whatnot. I never got along with her. I hated her most of my life, but now as I got older and I had a child of my own, I learned that, I guess that's just her lifestyle.
Right.
Gotta accept her, and I learned to love her, and I love her now, and I can't change her. Even though I've tried hard enough, I can't change her.
Right. So is your biological mother living or deceased?
Yeah, she is living. Where she at? I don't know.
If alive, what's your mother's present age?
Right now, my mother's 36.
And your mother's occupation was prostitution? During your childhood, as far as you know, did she have any physical problems?
She had skin cancer, melanoma.
Did she have any mental problems?
No.
And you said she had problems with drugs, with alcohol?
No.
And what was her drug of choice?
Cocaine.
And you have any current physical contact with her?
I haven't seen her since September.
She's still?
Yes. She ain't gonna change. 26 years grown, she ain't gonna change.
So she's been on drugs since she was 10? Mother's age during her pregnancy with you?
I'm not sure. I'm her second oldest, and there's 17 of us.
From her? And what was her physical condition during her pregnancy with you? Do you have any information?
She didn't find out she was pregnant with me until she actually went into labor at 6 months. I was premature. I only paid.
So it's possible to say that you were born addicted to drugs?
Yeah, I was born addicted to drugs. I went to rehab for the first 2 months.
Okay. And her emotional condition, you probably won't have anything in that. Okay, how'd you get along?
Ain't nothing wrong with me now.
No, not you, her. Yeah, you said nothing wrong with you. How did you get along with your mother during childhood? And you say you didn't get along well with her and haven't been able to contact because you was taken from custody from her? As an adult, how did things change, or did they change?
I just recently, I'll say about 2 years now, learned to accept her and love her as my mother. But before then, she was a ghost to me. I saw her and I didn't see her.
All right, it's going to be the hard part. You ready?
Yeah. All right.
It's going to be hard now.
Okay, go ahead.
You smoke some drugs today, it ain't going to work.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here you go. Name and ages of brothers with whom you live. Name and age of your brothers. Hold on, man. I worded this bad. Name and ages of brothers and with whom they lived during your childhood. Okay. Name and ages of brothers and with whom they lived during your childhood. Sorry, that was so complicated.
Okay. I
think this is full brothers. Full brothers.
Full brothers.
There's another thing for half brothers.
Okay, you mean children that's by my
Mama
mother and father?
Dad. Right.
I have a sister named Zenobia Vaughn. She lives in California, Vallejo, California. She graduated.
No, we ain't talking about sisters. This is all about the brothers. Man,
I don't have any brothers that.
You don't have any full brothers?
Any full brothers
okay.
at all.
Name and ages of half brothers with whom they lived during your childhood.
I only have brothers. Okay, Gerard. I can't remember his last name. He lives in Myrtle Beach with his father.
How old in age?
He should be about 13, 14.
Okay. That's a full brother? That's a half brother. I'm sorry.
That's a half brother.
That's the only brother you got? Half brother? So the
On
rest
my
you got
mother's
sisters?
side.
No, it doesn't matter if it's brother or mother. It's whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, and ask half brothers for your mama.
Okay. And I have his name is Maurice Simmons. Maurice Montreal Simmons. Right now he's in the penitentiary or whatever. And
because of
do I have another brother?
Pharmaceutical sales?
Yeah, pharmaceutical. And assault and battery, aggravated nature, and assault on a police officer. Is there any more? No, there isn't any more. That's it.
Okay. Stepbrothers. Name and ages of stepbrothers and with whom they lived during your childhood. Just skip that question. I just really don't need to know that. Do any of your brothers, excuse me, English is my second language. Did any of your brothers have physical problems during childhood? Any physical problems during childhood? Brothers, half brothers, step brothers?
I believe my brother was shot. He was shot in his left leg.
Yeah, that'd cause some
when he was
problems.
about 16.
Okay. What about behavior problems during childhood?
In and out of school, in and out of jail. Basically, my brothers. Not the one on my mother's side, but the one on my father's side. The one on my mother's side, he's never been a problem.
Where do you think that stemmed from?
I believe that came from our father or whatnot. He was just a trouble. He's troubled by the fact that, you know, what happened to our daddy or whatever, and he feels as though that he's going to be just like our dad. He's going to be a gangster just like him. But like my grandmother said, you only end up two places like that, either behind bars or dead.
That's right. School problems, mental problems, brothers?
I would say something wrong with him. He always in jail, but no, he don't have no mental problems.
Okay. Gotta pull the rest of the document down. Hold on a second.
Okay, that's fine.
What's your favorite color?
Black, red, white, yellow, green, and gray.
That has nothing to do with this current set of questions, but yeah, that's cool. Okay. Name and ages of sisters and with whom they lived during your childhood. That's right. Yes, that's the hard part. I'm gonna put this phone down, turn it off for a minute, cause.
All right.
What are you doing?
Let's see.
She's good. You see that?
Straight?
Ashley is my sister on my mother's side. She lives with her foster parent, Miss Karen, who was taking care of my mother at the time when she was pregnant with Ashley.
How old is Ashley?
Ashley should be about 15.
Okay.
15 or 16. The rest I really don't know. They're in foster care. She's pregnant now, and the one before that is also
The one you
foster
just mentioned, the 15-year-old?
No, hell no. My mother is
You gotta
pregnant.
pee
now.
together now. Okay.
My mother is pregnant now. Okay, the one she had just recently this year, was it this year? No, last year July, is in foster care. Her name is Amanda Williams. The one before that name is Journey. She's also in foster care. The one before that name is Tamara. She's also in foster care. And that's it. On my father's side, I have a sister named Destiny Sanders. She just gave birth to a little girl. She's 22 years old. Tasha is 21. She has 2 kids. And I just recently found that I also have another sister named Sydney who lives in Columbia, South Carolina. Her mother is a doctor. She's supposed to be coming down Saturday to meet me for the first time.
Okay.
And he made her when he was in the penitentiary.
He made his baby in the penitentiary?
Yeah, on MacDougal. That's when they could have get a room or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Whatever they
He
had
made it with a
going on
doctor?
back.
He did good.
Yeah. He did good.
Mad at him.
Yeah. The rest I'm unsure with it. Oh, and I also found another one of my little sisters, like I'll say a month ago. She lives downtown. Her name is Shamaya.
Jemima what?
I forgot her last name.
How old is she?
I think Shamaya's 8.
Okay, I don't
She's
know.
8 years old.
Okay, name and ages. Woo! All right. Half sisters? Oh, you just bunched them all?
Just
Okay.
bunched them
Any physical problems amongst them as far as you know? Mental problems amongst them as far as you know? Wow, you don't have no ailments. You're really killing my questions, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really appreciative. School problems as far as you know? All right, then. Mental problems. Okay.
Other than the fact that all of them was born on drugs.
That could be a problem because, that could play into, other aspects of your adult life. Any alcohol or drug dependencies as far as you know besides childbirth? You have to hold that up a little bit better. You getting tired? Good job, man.
That's good.
Good job. What was the last grade of public education that you completed? All right.
10th grade.
10th grade? Why'd you drop out? Oh, hold on a minute. It might be down here somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. What grades did you make in elementary school?
A's.
What grades did you make in middle school?
A's and a few B's.
What grades did you make in high school?
A's and C's.
How did you behave in elementary school?
I behaved very well in elementary.
Mm-hmm. What school did you go to?
Burns Elementary.
Yeah. How did you behave in middle school?
Very good. Other than hand problems, but I was good.
What middle school did you go to?
Brentwood Middle. That's where I met the love of my life.
Oh, okay. How did you behave in high school?
Like a animal out of hell.
No Charleston High?
Yes. I mean, but I did my work or whatever. I was quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And from
So
me being
animals are quiet?
quiet, they figured, oh, she quiet, we can pick on her, this, that, and the third, but I had hand problems. I wasn't very fond of people staring at me and things of that nature. Things of that nature, so I had hand problems.
Okay. How'd you feel about elementary school? Feel?
It was alright. Teachers were pain in my ass, but it was alright. It was easy.
Who's your favorite teacher?
Miss Waters.
Who was your worst teacher?
Miss Wiggins.
What grade was that?
5th grade.
Okay. How'd you feel about middle school?
I loved it. I stayed at Brentwood for like 3 months before I got put out.
Then where'd you go?
To Cross Eye in the country. That's when we moved.
Is that like
relocated to
school or
Berkeley.
something?
No, that's when we relocated to Berkeley County.
Oh.
Me and my grandmother up here.
Oh, okay. How'd you feel about high school?
It was like everybody envied me.
Why? Who was
Because
you?
I was pretty.
For real?
Because I was pretty, and I was co-captain of the cheerleading team.
For real?
And I played basketball.
Sound like
was
you're talking.
very
Show us a
athletic.
cheer. It's only 5 years ago. Let's see a cheer.
5 years ago. Are you crazy?
15, 16, something like that.
I was in what? 10th grade? I was in 10th grade. I was what? 14?
Nah, no, 10th
14,
grade you
15,
wasn't, unless you was like
something.
extra smart.
I
I'm saying
I
16.
skipped a grade.
All right, let's see what you got. That's 5 years ago. Let's go. Go
No,
team!
you was No, you was not. Make me do it, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Were you satisfied with the number of and quality of your friends during your elementary school years?
Yes, I have a best friend now that I still keep in contact with. 2 best friends. One name is just Stacia Janelle Pinckney, and one name is Anastasia Wilson. We've been best friends since kindergarten.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Field trips, we always sat by each other. On the bus, we sat by each other. We still go to the club now with each other.
Wow.
They off in college, and I'm here in Charleston. When they come home, what's up, girl? Let's go out. So we're still best friends.
That's good. That's good. Were you satisfied with the number of and quality of your friends during your middle school years? Them 2 girls, anybody else? Or you met your love of your life in your middle school?
Yeah, in middle school. I chased him for like, I'll say, 2 weeks before he finally gave me a chance, but hey, it was worth it. But yeah, I was happy with it.
Okay. And satisfied with the number of and quality of your friends during your high school years?
Yeah, it kind of grew, actually. A few more girls started hanging out with us or whatever. I don't too much keep in touch with them now, but then, yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, no doubt. So 10th grade, what caused you to, that'd be the last grade of completion?
Oh, I got put out of school.
For?
Fighting. I was arrested.
Listen, I know what I do.
I was arrested and put in a juvenile detention center. And after I got out of there, I moved in with one of my cousins, and that's when I meet this other guy and got pregnant and never was able to get back in school. But after I had my baby, I attended North Charleston High night classes, and I recovered my GED there.
If employed, what do you do for a living?
No, nothing. But other than looking for a job, mostly in nursing and either nursing or sales and marketing.
How long have you been unemployed?
When did I quit Burlington? Like a week ago.
You mean the coat factory?
Yeah.
Oh man, why you quit?
Because I'm like, I'll stay on a job for a long time, but now, like, since my fiance's been deceased, it's like nothing interests me anymore. I don't stay on jobs long enough, and it's like, whatever, I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
I quit.
About how many different jobs have you had since 18?
since 18.
It's only 2 years, so it shouldn't be too many.
Walmart, Burlington. And it was 3.
Okay. What were they? Walmart, Burlington, and
Emerald City.
okay. And you don't currently work, so you're not satisfied. You say the lack of work is because of satisfaction issues.
Yeah.
Is this your children? You have one child. Her age?
She's 2 years old.
Oh, okay. They live with you?
Yes, she does.
Does your spouse or lover have any children?
No, he doesn't.
Does your child?
Would have, but
Want to talk about it?
you want to talk about
You
it?
want to talk about it?
I don't care.
Sound like you.
My fiance would have had a child, but I had a miscarriage on Christmas of last year.
Sorry.
Made it to, I was what, 3 months? And I lost the baby.
Does your child have any behavior problems?
She's grown. Put it that
At
way.
2? Okay.
Yes, she's very smart, very intelligent, and she pays attention to her surroundings. So she has this attitude like whatever, and she's gonna have her way with God. She don't get her way, she whines.
But she got it honestly,
Until she-
right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yes.
Yeah. Emotional problems?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say it.
You wouldn't, but maybe
No,
I would. 'Cause
she's
I am
like-
a licensed counselor.
If I say,
You're emotional.
no, Demetria, go sit down. Mommy, why? I don't want to go sit over there.
When did she turn 3?
April 1st.
Okay.
April Fool's, baby. I know.
Physical problems?
No.
No asthma?
Yeah, she has asthma.
Eczema?
No.
She's not in school, right? Oh, any academic problems?
No.
What school does she go to?
La Petite Academy.
Oh, okay. What I used to go to. Have you ever been married? Currently married? You engaged? How long have you been engaged?
We've been engaged for a year.
1 year? How's that going?
He's deceased. So it's not going very fine. But I'm still engaged. I'm still going to hold on to him.
Okay, bring it down a little bit. Zoom out a little bit, baby. Zoom out a little bit.
How about
Go with the attitude to break the window.
But yeah, I mean, I talk and I conversate with young men now, but it's not like I can't bring myself to falling in love and moving on.
Mm.
You know, I still dawn back on him like, damn. Because when he left that night, he told me, he said, baby, I promise I'll be back. And I'm still holding him to his promise because he never broke a promise. I'm still waiting. It may seem a little psychotic or whatever.
No. I can feel where you're coming
I feel comfortable if I keep thinking that, oh, he's coming back.
from. Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I won't have emotional breakdown.
you want to hold it?
No. Can you tell me a little bit about
Tremaine? He's 19 years old. He's from James Island, South Carolina. His mother name is Miss Erica Wilder Brown.
Mhm.
His grandmother name is Miss Corrine Bird. His paternal grandmother name is Miss Angie Powell. His father name is Mr. Brian Powell.
Getting all that because I can't hardly hear.
His grandfather
Not that bad,
name. His grandfather name is Freddie Goss. Most of his family lives on Solid Creek and in the James Island area and in New York. His father's family's in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He was very smart. He never had any problems in school. Boys gonna be boys, but other than that, he played sports. He was awesome with the piano.
Piano?
He played piano very well. If he heard it, he can play it.
That's good.
He was very good with that. He was great with my daughter. He loved children. He was a hard worker. He was an awesome guy. The best of both worlds, I should say. He had a little bit of toughness, but you also had that tender loving that every female needs.
Right. What attracted you to him?
his personality, and he had a smile that would just make you melt. His smile was like
made me melt. You say so, I don't believe you.
his smile was like magic. It was like magic. And he had the cutest dimples. And for the first time ever, he had some pretty feet. I've
You
never
didn't say nothing
thought
but a word, girl. Shoot.
I never thought I would meet a man with pretty feet, but he had some pretty feet. And his hygiene was very much up to par. I loved that. And he was very smart. He was very smart. And if he was getting ready to lie, he knew he was going to lie. Don't lie. He loved the truth. And he was very outgoing. He loved exploring and adventurous things. He was very good, awesome person. It's lovely.
What hobbies or interests did you share with Tremaine?
Basketball.
You used to play for a team?
If he played for a
No,
team,
did you?
yeah, high school, Trojans.
Okay.
Why you say like
I just don't see it, but go ahead. What position was you?
I was what the thing called?
I ain't know. You played it?
Soft.
Second guard, soft guard, what?
Some soft guard.
Shooting guard? What?
Soft. It's a soft sound. Hold up.
You gonna look in your phone to find out?
No, my sister's calling me. Hello. Sitting on a part. No. Right here, holding the camera. All right. That's it. We just play basketball. That's all.
That's it? Basketball is your hobby? You got
No,
your bed
and
you got your bed and net.
I wouldn't consider that a hobby, but he was after school wasn't an option for him. He had problems with the law, and when we got back together after I had my baby or whatnot, he was a pharmacist or whatnot, and I also took place in that, and I participated in that with helping him make his empire or whatnot. But that's basically it. And we love to shop.
So you got along with his people okay?
Yes. I mean, we still get along, but it's like I still hold myself. I still feel as though that they may not agree with me a little bit now. I mean, they agree with me, but it's kind of like on the iffy side for the simple fact that my little girl, her father is the one who killed my fiance. So it's like everybody's looking at it like it's my fault, and I blame myself for that anyway, because I figured, if we had moved out of state and he had not seen us together, this would have never happened, But other than that, we get along very fine. I love them to death. His sister, and his two brothers, I love them to death. His mother, his grandma, his great grandmother.
Your baby's father, did he go to jail behind her?
Yes, he's currently in jail now.
How was this is totally on a new subject. How was the topic of sex dealt with in your family?
What?
Did I stutter?
The topic of sex. My grandmother told me, you kiss a boy, you gonna get pregnant.
Yeah, I had thought that too.
That's what she told me.
It's true.
You kiss a boy, you're gonna get pregnant.
That's true though. I can believe that. I believe that.
So I was like,
No, it's not.
The sex and deal, because it leads to other things. Is what she's saying. She wasn't. Just saying, She was saying, it's a road.
A process.
Yeah.
Why?
So let's not think about that.
Though.
But it was dealt with. I mean, I was open with my grandmother, but when it came to that, I was kind of shy. I was shy-faced today, and I did lose my virginity when I was in middle school.
What?
When I was in middle school.
How old were you?
14.
Why you laughing? Is she lying?
The way
I
she
was in
said
the 8th grade. I was in the 8th grade. I lost my virginity to Tremaine.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you answered that question. I'm not sure. Let me try it. When and how did you derive your first knowledge of sex? How did you come into the knowledge of sex?
How did I come into the knowledge of it? My uncle watching flicks on TV. That's what it was. Hard to believe, but that's what it was.
No, it ain't hard to believe.
I happened so to be in his room and I saw the books and all, and he had tapes, and I went to hit play on the VCR, and when I saw, I was like, "What?" And my grandma came in, she was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" I was like, "I don't know, it was in the VCR." She turned it off, and that was my first time. She was like, "So you being fresh?" And when she said the word fresh, she's from up north, so I think when she said fresh, it meant you being grown, you being smarter than you should be. So I was like, "Oh, okay, that's what's going on in that pic." So when I came into act with it, I was 14 years old. We was behind Brentwood Middle School.
Behind it?
Yeah.
Is there a house behind it?
No. It was behind the school on the side of the building.
Standing up?
Standing up.
Facing each other or your back to him? Maybe you should close your ears.
I had on a plaid skirt with a white collar short sleeve shirt. I was standing with my back towards him. Yeah, I was standing with my back towards him.
At what age did you first feel sexually attracted to someone?
You mean sexually attractive as in like
just like
wanting to have sex with them?
Like, your definition's fine. Whatever definition you feel to use.
15.
15? That's when you first had sex?
No.
Yeah, first sex at 14.
Yeah, but I didn't feel sexually attracted. He was like, "Come here, let's do something." And I was like, "What?" And then it happened. He was like, "Nah, you my girlfriend." He gave me a kiss on my forehead. And after that was it. And I moved and he moved and we didn't see each other until after I had my baby. But sexually attracted to someone, it was my baby father. My first time, I was 15. It was on his mother's birthday. He came over to my house and I was like, "Whoa, this kid is hot." And that went into play and I wound up pregnant.
So that's the first time. So Tremaine was the first time you experimented sexually. But the first time you was actually into it sexually was
when
a
I
year
was
later?
15. Yeah, a year later, May 22nd.
Nah, it's gonna get kind of complicated.
That's fine.
As a child, under 18, were you ever sexually molested or sexually involved with an adult?
No.
Okay, this is hard after.
No.
Have you ever been raped or sexually molested as an adult?
No.
Not even as a dancer?
No.
All right, calm down, bro.
No.
Just gotta ask the questions. These are the questions as they come out. Have you ever been in a sexual relationship with someone of the same sex?
Have I ever been? Yes.
Let's explore that. No, I mean, that's what it says. Describe. Okay, describe.
It was a threesome for my fiance's birthday.
They ain't telling me nothing. I guess maybe I should hold the camera. You should walk away for about 2 minutes.
I basically tell.
Oh, she knows everything. Oh, hey, you know back then.
She knows about my life, whatever.
Yeah, let's explore that a little bit.
He wanted a threesome for his birthday, so I participated in that for him.
Yeah, there's some details.
The young lady was someone that I knew.
You worked with?
Yeah.
At the club?
That I worked with or whatnot. So she played a part in it. I played a part. He played a part. It was a very awkward situation, and it was.
That's the first time you ever been with a woman?
It wasn't serious. To tell you that. And it's not definitely something I would do again. It was just because when you love someone, you're willing to go to the farthest extent for them. To make sure they're happy and they're satisfied.
Yeah, you're still beating around the bush. I can't get some details, please.
Let's see.
It says describe and it got like 20 lines, so I'm assuming that it's supposed to be really described. So, you describe the first paragraph. I need 2 more paragraphs.
We participate in a lot of foreplay. Like, we did the foods and the
Just feeding each other?
Yeah, the body massages.
Each other?
And things,
all three?
Yeah, and things of that nature. And then he watched us interact.
Just go into that a little bit.
Also like kissing and touching each other, things of that nature, feeding each other and stuff like that. And then
Were you under the influence of alcohol or drugs?
no.
Okay.
And then both of us, we interacted with him. Sexually interacted with him. Like that. Put it that way.
So she never serviced you per se, and you never serviced her?
No.
Then it's not really. It's not what you're making it what it is. Describe any work relationships causing you stress nowadays. Or any life relationships, or any type
Causing
of
me
relationship
stress?
that's causing you stress. When I say relationship, not necessarily man and girl going together. Just any dealings you have with people.
Other than right now, I can get it together, but it's like, it's kind of hard because I've never had a steady. When I was with my fiance, everything was, okay, we together, we gonna do this, and we was doing it together. Now I'm alone, it's more harder because I've never really was able to learn how to escalate to the next level because my grandmother basically done everything for me. So I never really learned how to do it and get it on my own. So now I'm kind of struggling with that. I'm a great parent now. I'm an awesome mother. But it's like, as far as getting my own place and things of that nature, it's kind of hard. I can't seem to put forth to it. I'll do it. I'll go get the application, fill it out, turn it in, this, that, and the third, and leave it. Just leave it. Don't pursue it or anything. You know, so it's kind of...
And it's been going on for about a year, you said?
Since he was killed.
Right. Any personal relationships that's causing you stress at this time?
I have a guy friend that, we might take it to the next level. I'm not sure yet. We might. Balls in my court. I'm stressed a little bit because he's having issues with his baby mother. She's threatening to put him on child support and not let him see his child for the simple fact that she found out that he's in another relationship.
With you?
Yeah. So when she found out about me, I received the phone calls or whatever, but that's irrelevant to me. I don't care. Because if you've been doing your job and your home was as happy as you said it was, he wouldn't be with me. Point blank, period. But, our relationship is okay, but I'm kind of stressed out about that because I'm not sure where that's going to lead. He's saying that he's not going to leave me to be with her just for the sake of their child, whatever. I told him, I said, whatever you feel is necessary, do it. But let me know what you're going to do before you do it. Don't leave me in the blind and have me wondering, okay, what's going on?
Right.
And I don't want to know a what if.
Right.
That's a little stressful right now. And find another job. But other than that,
any family relationships causing you stress at this time?
I don't got no family. Only person in my family is other than my niece and my sister or whatever. But other than that, my granny, my paternal family, don't really accept me for the simple fact that I am biracial. They deny and say it's not because I'm biracial, but it is because I'm biracial because I've had that problem since I was an adolescent. So...
Because they're regular black people in your mix?
Yeah. So and they always figure that my grandmother showed favoritism or whatnot. So I don't really claim them as family. But it's basically, my grandmother, she basically done everything for us. So nobody in the family really knows how to do things on their own.
Right.
I have an aunt who's on drugs. One of my aunts now married to a white man. She got her shit together. She lives in another state. Her kids are grown. She has 2 younger kids that are in foster care. I have an aunt who I have no dealings with whatsoever for the simple fact that she has this attitude like, well, if you're not going to get me, fuck you. Family has a drug problem, put it that way. And children are grown, talk back to parents, and just a dysfunctional family, put it that way. Only person that's functioning the right way is my little cousin Mario and my grandmother. And my niece. And my niece and my sister and stuff,
Okay. Describe any situations that make you feel particularly fearful.
that make me feel fearful?
Hmm?
Situations? No. I mean, I don't fear nothing. Honestly. In these
You ain't
situations.
scared of nothing.
We can explore that now, but we
I
could come back to that. You do have a fear that's very apparent, but okay.
What fear? What do you, how you mean? Explain.
Don't get all defensive now.
No, I mean,
recount any fear. We're gonna come back to that. I'm gonna come back to
Okay.
that. 'Cause we might do that off tape. That's some real shit right there. Recount any fearful or distressing experience not previously mentioned.
I'm terrified of clowns. My grandmother took me to the circus when I was 6 years old for my 6th birthday, and the little man was coming by on the one wheel, and he just screamed at me. And since then,
How does it sound? Give us an example.
like he just came by with his little cycle, and he was tooting his horn. He just right in my face, and I started crying.
How old were you?
I was 6 years old, my 6th birthday, and since then I can't stand him. And my cousin used to watch movies when this clown be eating little children's fingers and things of that nature. So now I'm not very fond of clowns at all.
That's it? Okay. Please say
And
anything.
spiders.
That's all?
That's just about. Why? Why?
No, my
Try to
bad.
hold the camera? Get on your job, man.
And spiders.
Please say anything else here you would like to say that hasn't been covered yet, or upon which you would like to expand.
A problem that I would like to expand.
Oh my gosh, that's not what I said. Let me say it one more again. Please say anything else here
Okay.
you would like to say that hasn't been previously covered, or that you would like to expand upon.
Oh.
I the next Beyonce.
Where? Where
I mean, that basically covers everything. I mean, I've been through hell and back. And basically...
What is hell? Oh, man, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll come back to that.
I've been moving from house to house, families, house to house, and I've basically been on my own for a very long time. Never really found love until I got with Tremaine. My little girl never really had a father figure until I got with Tremaine or whatnot. I never really felt wanted or really loved like that until I got with him. He loved me for who I was, not what my character was, and not who people made me out to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I've been through hell and back, put it that way. From the drug abuse family to neglect from the family, other than my granny, to right now struggling to keep a job, emotional distress, just basically trying to make ends meet to make sure my child has a very, very fortunate future. You know, that's basically from just drugs, clubs, and just whatever's necessary to make ends meet, basically, I would say. Yeah. So I've been through it all, put it that way.
Cool. I need 2 ounces of weed for a Christmas party. What's up? It can't be that bunk stuff down here. You're going to have to get it from a specialty source. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff I got right here in Charleston right now is like... So what you got?
I have 0.
Okay, that's what's up.
0.
Now back to your fear. You say the only thing you fear is clowns and spiders.
Yeah.
Your ultimate fear is death and your acceptance of it.
Yeah, that is my fear, because honestly, I don't handle death too well, especially when it's someone I'm close to. Especially when it's someone I'm close to, I don't handle that well, because my question is why. You know, why? Especially with Tremaine, it's why him. You know, you promised me happiness, and if I go down the right path and I do what I'm supposed to do, I'll be okay. You know, I prayed and I begged and I asked you for this man, you know, for this special someone, and when I finally got it, he's just taken away from me just like that, you know. So it's like, why? My question still is why. But they say you can't question God. Don't run up in his face about it.
Right.
But my question still is why. And I mean, I fear death for the simple fact that I read the Bible, and I mean, I know what I'm supposed to know, but I just want to, will I see him again on the other side? So you get to talk to them, can you still see people, and is everything the same, or is it just everything's just black, you're sleeping? You know? Because I continue to look forward to seeing him again.
I can give you the answer to that, but it would distort everything you know about this world.
Ooh. Well, right now, I just want to continue to believe and think that, you know, I'm going to see him again. I really keep it like that. Because that's what got me holding up. You know? Other than the fact, okay, he's coming back. Let me just move on with my life. Let me just play with this and do that. Keep my mind off of the fact that he's really gone. Right. I know in my heart that he's really gone, but my mind not going to listen to my heart right now. And I do believe that he's in a better place. Which I would have rather seen him in jail than that place, but I do believe that he's in a better place because he did die with a smile on his face. And you know, he told him that myesha know I love her and my daughter also. So that, like his grandmother said in church, in the obituary, I was his world. Me and my daughter was his world, and he was my world. You know, he was my backbone, my better half. Mm-hmm. So basically all I have left is my daughter, even though that's not his biological child, but she knows him as daddy.
Right.
You know, so I'm going to continue to, you know, I let her know that, you know, your biological father's in jail, whatnot. Well, I don't tell her he's in jail. I tell him he's in school. He's off in school or whatnot, which would be a lie.
But he can't be at Disney World or something. Why always got to be school? I just think that really hurts kids when they get older. I'm going to tell you a story about that later.
But, I mean, other than that, she knows, you know, that she don't call her biological father daddy. Oh, that's my daddy. She say, my minute. My minute, that's a great name. Minute and Juice Man. My minute. But Tremaine, when you say Tremaine, she say, that's my daddy. Or my minute killed my daddy. So she knows what happened and what took place. She, like I said, she's not dumb, and she's smarter than the average 2-year-old. She knows her surroundings, and she listens and pays attention to what goes on around her. So she knows that situation and whatnot, and she sees pictures, and like at the funeral and stuff, she started picturing him in his bed at the wake. She's like, my daddy's sleeping, Mommy, look at my daddy. And when I cry about it, she's like, Mommy, don't cry. Daddy coming back. Daddy coming back, you know? So she's very... She seems like she's more of an understanding 7-year-old than she is a 2-year-old.
Right.
You know? And I thank God that I still have her because God knows I love her to death. And right now, I don't know what hospital I'll be admitted in right now if I didn't have her. You know, so she's my motivation, my biggest motivation right now. Basically about it.
Now I got 7 more minutes to take. So why do you feel your baby daddy killed Tremaine?
Basically, it was a jealousy thing, and
the fact of
that he had more money than him. He had more clientele, and the fact that me and my baby father fell out when my child was a baby. She was hand baby. He put us outside and told me he didn't want nothing to do with me or her. And that's when Tremaine came and me and him got together. But I've suffered abuse from him.
Baby daddy?
Yes. During my pregnancy, after he found out I was pregnant, I guess he had this figment of his imagination in his head that he owned me or whatnot. And it was like, basically, let's see, pregnancy, black eyes, broke arms, pushed down steps, dragged, pulled hair. I've been pistol whooped by him before. I mean, I just suffered all kind of physical, emotional, any abuse that a man could inflict on a female. I've suffered, you know? And with Tremaine, we had our arguments and our differences, but we always came to agreement. Look, we adults. We don't need to argue. And yeah, we fought or whatever. Oh, that's your phone. Yeah, we fought or whatever, but it wasn't as brutal as it was with me and my baby father. And I guess it was more of a controlling issue with my baby father. That's why we couldn't get along, because he wanted to control me, you know. And I played a fool to that for, I'll say, for the first 6 months. For the first 6 months, I played a fool to that. But after that, I got fed up, and I just washed my hands with it. And I said, you know what, I'm through with it. I love myself more than I love you, to allow you to beat and batter me and make me less than what I am. So I mean, he did it jealous wise, because after he was in jail and I spoke with him, he told me, you know, you play Kiss and Tell played a part in that, and the third, trying to say it was my fault. But it's in his eyesight, it's my fault because I knew he was still in love with me, and when he said it was over, he didn't really mean it was over. And like he told me before, he said, if I tell you it's over, you still my girlfriend. I don't want you with nobody else. You still my baby mama. If I don't want you, ain't nobody else gonna have you. You know, that's his favorite quote. If I don't want you, ain't nobody else gonna have you. And if I ain't with you, you ain't gonna be with nobody. Point blank, period. So it was basically a jealous thing over money. Me and my little girl. Because he wasn't a part of my child life, and Tremaine was, you know. And like Tremaine never stood in the middle of Demetria and her father. Never stood in the middle of it, you know. Even though I was keeping Demetria from her father, he would tell me, you know, let her see her daddy, let her know who her father is, you know. Yeah, I take care of her and she knows me as her daddy too, but still let him at least see his child. But I didn't want to participate in that, or whatever the case may be. But I think Tremaine never stepped in the middle of that. But that's basically what it was. He was jealous. He was jealous, and he got tired of hearing people on the block saying, how you let this man, he getting ready to marry your baby mama, and your baby mama pregnant for him, this, that, and the third. So it was basically this right here, listening to this, because he was never that type of person. You know, he went to school, he was a nerd, he was soft, he was a punk, you know. His thing was, he could have overpowered me, so, you know, but he was quiet, laid back, didn't bother nobody, you know. But other than that, he was a softie. But he did it basically out of jealousy. Tremaine had more money than him. Tremaine had his baby mama, and Tremaine had his daughter. So he was jealous of it. He wanted it all and couldn't have it.
That's real. It's kind of scary.
I know it is, and when I think about it, I'm like, you know, I believe that, you know, a lot of people hold me accountable for it, but I don't believe it's my fault. Even though I may fault myself for it, because when we had the chance to move to Atlanta, we didn't go because he was like, all right, let's just save a little bit more money, then we'll go. You know? And, you know, I was like, okay, whatever. Normally, I would push the issue about things. You know? And I moved him off of James Island and moved him to North Charleston, so he wouldn't be on James Island and people wouldn't see us together. But people was like, people who I didn't know that knew the people on James Island would see us in the mall or stuff like that, and they'd run back and tell. And it was just basically one big circle. Everybody was out to get each other, basically. And like I tell him, I say, and he say, he told me I did it because I love you. You know I still love you, this, that, and the third. And I told him, I say, you don't love me because I was happy. That's the happiest I've ever been. I was so happy I would cry at night and tell me, you know what, I am so happy to be with you. You made my life more than what it really is. Just to wake up in the morning and see his face and hear him tell me, myesha, you are so pretty and I love you. When you can lay on a man's chest and hear that heartbeat and it sound the same as yours, that's love. You know that man was made for you. You know, and you can see with him, you could see in his face, he had loved me and my daughter, especially my little girl. Every time you saw him, you saw my little girl. Every time. And people believe that my little girl is actually his because she looks like him. But even though I did mess with him or whatever, but that's not his little girl. By spirit and love, that's his child, and not the blood. That's basically it.
It's real talk. And that's time. We're gonna cut off.